Up with KREM, Governor Inslee is making a visit to the Inland Northwest. What's on his agenda as he goes to 2 college campuses?
To connect people to shelter and additional supportive services.
The state of our city, what Mayor Nadine Woodward is doing to spread resources throughout the city.
Eyes on the weekend as a storm system will likely drop rain on Saturday, and we're tracking if that'll be gone by Bloomsday Sunday.
Maybe I'm amazed. Paul McCartney kicks off his U.S. tour today right here in Spokane. Let us know what song you want to hear.
Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time.
Up with KREM begins now.
Maybe I'm afraid of the way I love
Just doing
you.
a little karaoke
I know, right?
up in here.
I'm gonna play backup keyboard. I got you.
Well, I'm not going to sing for you, but no, we are really excited today because obviously Sir Paul McCartney in Spokane for a big concert tonight, obviously in our area. So we want to hear your song request. You can text us 509-448-2000. But first, we say good morning to you. Glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Well, let's send things right on over to meteorologist Thomas Patrick, because Thomas, a lot of people are going to be out tonight, especially for this concert. How's the weather going to hold up?
Yeah, it should be just fine. There might be a scattered shower, but you're going to be inside the arena. So I think that'll be the last of your worries as anybody is who is lucky enough to go will be certainly enjoying that concert for tonight. But getting you out the door this morning, a little bit cool in some areas, 36 degrees. The sun trying to peek through the clouds, or at least just shining straight through them, because it is mostly cloudy at the moment. But we were looking at that Coeur d'Alene camera, and the fog just got thicker and thicker. And now there is no visibility. The latest report, 0 visibility out of Coeur d'Alene. So just be careful. Make sure to turn your headlights to on to increase your visibility on the roadway so other drivers can see you. So if you're driving around the Coeur d'Alene metro area, because that downtown camera definitely looked really nasty, really in just the last 10 to 15 minutes here. As for that cloud cover, most of it's pretty thin, but it is building in from the south. So we're going to end up with a mostly cloudy day overall. Here are the current temperatures. Nearly everyone is at least above the freezing mark. Deer Park, you have improved by a factor of 10 degrees in the last 2 hours. So that obviously a big help in these early morning hours. So our temperatures should actually be in the 40s by the time we get to 9 o'clock this morning. 50s this afternoon. What is going to be a mostly cloudy day. There is actually some small rain chances late on this afternoon and early evening. We'll be showing you our future tracker computer model with that and the weekend coming up.
Happening today, Governor Inslee is visiting the Spokane area. He's meeting with students from Eastern Washington University and Spokane Falls Community College. KREM 2's Malia Kamal live this morning with more on the governor's visit. Hey there, Malia. Tell us more about the goal of his visit.
Tim, the goal is for the governor to talk about sustainability efforts. Now he will be visiting EWU first around 10 a.m. where he will tour the Palouse Prairie Restoration Project. Now the project aims to restore 120 acres of campus land. Now this land does not exist currently, or this exhibit does not exist on EWU. The project partners with local tribes, and Inslee will also meet with students and faculty at the greenhouse to learn more about the campus recycling efforts. The last time the governor visited the Inland Northwest in February, the focus of the visit was to move ahead Washington, the package, and affordable housing. Inslee visited the Spokane Transit Authority to view their line of electric buses. He also spoke with Gonzaga students about climate change, which is similar to today's visits. Now, he will visit EWU first around 10 a.m. and then make his way here to Spokane Falls, where he will visit the planetarium as well as the Sustainability Center on campus. In Spokane, Malia Kamal, KREM 2 News.
2 sergeants stationed at Fairchild Air Force Base have been arrested for allegedly stealing ammunition from the base. Now, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for Eastern Washington, Staff Sergeants John Sanger and Eric Eagleton are charged with conspiracy to commit theft of government property. The 2 are suspected of stealing thousands of rounds of ammunition and falsifying records to conceal the theft. Now, according to court documents, the investigation into John Sanger began with social media posts where Sanger was, quote, discussing committing acts of violence to further his political agenda. The documents show Sanger and Eagleton shared similar beliefs, with Eagleton telling an informant that he, quote, hated the government and the military.
Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward made a big announcement at yesterday's State of the City address. The House of Charity Shelter will be relocated outside of downtown Spokane. Now, the idea to relocate the shelter came from a formalized plan between the city and Catholic Charities. The new Catholic Charity shelter will have a capacity of about 300 beds, and that is more than double what it is now.
Campus will be in a different area than the drop-in shelter that we've been talking about and we're finalizing right now, outside of downtown, and actually become part of a transportation loop that's being developed to connect people to shelter and additional supportive services.
Once the new shelter opens, the downtown location will remain open so staff can provide support services. However, people experiencing homelessness will no longer be able to sleep or eat there. The sleeping space will only be available for extreme weather or emergency events. The mayor also officially announced the formation of the Spokane Violent Crimes Task Force. After a recent string of drive-by shootings in Spokane, the mayor teamed up with the chief of police to address this increasing trend. She says the task force will focus on violent offenders in the community and work to reduce violent, drug, and property crime. Chief Craig Meidel says the group will include 2 sergeants who will serve as supervisors and a mix of 5 other officers at different levels. They plan on tracking repeat offenders and hold them accountable.
Their job every day is to wake up and look at who are these repeat offenders that continue to go out and victimize the community. And their job is to go out and stop that and to get ahead of it before they can victimize the community again.
He says the goal of this strategy is to get repeat offenders and guns off of the streets and hopes this will send a message to the rest of the community that Spokane does not tolerate this violence.
7:07 on the dot now. Time for your morning rush. More news in less time. Moderna is seeking emergency authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine for kids younger than 5. The drug maker submitted data that it hopes will prove 2 low-dose shots can protect babies and toddlers. The move could make shots available by this summer, as right now only children ages 5 or older can be vaccinated. A federal judge dismissed a lawsuit against Washington's long-term care tax. That's the mandatory payroll deduction to fund care programs. The lawsuit alleged it violated federal law. The tax will now take effect in July of next year, and the money can be used for things like dementia support and home improvements to help with mobility. Boeing reported major losses in first quarter earnings. The company cited higher costs and delays, including impacts from the war in Ukraine. Boeing posted a net loss of $1.2 billion in the first 3 months of the year. Part of that loss is $660 million in delays and higher costs for the Air Force One program. In 2018, the company reached an agreement with then President Trump to modify 2 new 747 jumbo jets to replace the current planes. Well, another Zag announcing he is turning pro. Gonzaga guard Rasheer Bolton announcing he is declaring for the NBA draft. In his statement, he says playing in the NBA has been a dream of his, and after speaking with his family, he decided to go ahead and declare. He led the Zags last season in 3-point shots with 64 and shooting 46% from beyond the arc. And that's a look at your morning rush.
Sir Paul McCartney fans across the Inland Northwest are getting excited for the big day. Nicole Hernandez is live at the arena right now where McCartney is performing tonight. So let us know, Nicole, what's going on today, because I know it's not just the concert. There's a lot going on also throughout the day.
Oh, Tim, a full afternoon and evening of festivities leading up to that 8 o'clock show start time. Very exciting. Today is the day it's happening. That's why we have Matt Meyer here with us. He's going to chat with us about exactly what's going on tonight. So first of all, this is a huge event. When was the last time we had an event this big here at the arena?
Yeah, definitely. It's major for the city. It's major for everybody, right? And it's probably last time was probably Garth Brooks. And that's probably the only thing that really kind of equate to this.
Gotcha. And when these big events come here, what does that do for our city, our economy, for the arena?
Oh, it's a massive economic impact. I mean, I've been looking at the zip code analysis from the ticket sales right after we went on sale. And after Washington and Idaho as the top 2 states, you drop down to California, New York, Florida. I think Montana is like the 7th most traveled coming into the city. And then you look at it too, we've got England, Sweden, Japan, people coming from all over the world just to see this. So it's quite amazing.
Absolutely. And you said you got a sneak peek. How good do you think this show is going to be tonight?
It's amazing. It's awesome. Yeah, I was down in LA to see the tech and the production before they came up here, so we could fit it into the building. And then as we came back up, we started releasing some seats, and that's kind of why the first set of seats were released. But it's a really good show.
Good, awesome. Well, we're going to pull up some information for you right here, but if you want to go over some of the things that are happening leading up to that 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, we've got the merch stand opening up tonight at 4 o'clock, and as well as a beer garden as well. That way, if you just want to purchase some merch and then get in line, you can. And it's all located right outside the front doors. And then after that, it's just find your parking and enjoy the show.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Matt, for joining us this morning. We are just over 12 hours away from show start time now. So exciting. And just as a reminder, you also do not need to show proof of COVID vaccine or negative test, and masks are recommended, not required here. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Wow.
Looks like so much fun, Nicole. Why are we so excited? We're not even getting to go, but we're just excited about everything that's happening.
It's past our bedtime, so Nicole and our photographer Nate and our director Scooter is getting to go.
Yeah.
So they're going to need to give us a recap tomorrow.
Oh, for sure. I need to hear everything about it. We have to play all Paul McCartney songs all day long.
That's right. And speaking of playing Paul McCartney songs, we asked you to send in your favorite songs, and so did Paul McCartney 3 days ago. He posted on Twitter that he was putting together a set list for his concert and wants to know what songs you would like to hear. So text us your predictions or just your favorite song requests. You can text us 509-448-2000 and we may play them here throughout the show.
We'll talk about an unlucky side effect of Lucky Charms. Some social media users claim the popular cereal is making them sick. So we're verifying whether or not the FDA is investigating.
And here's one thing you need to know about today's weather. It is going to be a mostly cloudy day, but we should warm things up just nicely, probably getting into the upper 50s. But be careful if there is any fog near the Coeur d'Alene area this morning. Make sure to turn your headlights to on your way out the door this morning.